welcome Fusion fans far and near. We are coming to you live from the Culver's Cup down here in Madison, Wisconsin. Joined to my left here is Eric Weathers and Adam Lindis on camera. We will do our best to give you play-by-play and some color commentary as the girls are warming up. We have, it's a 3-day tournament. Each team will get, JV and varsity will get 3 games. One nice thing is the JV and varsity are playing same rink, so it keeps everybody here. And then found out the boys are down here too, so it is a full River Falls, general Western Wisconsin affair. What's your take here, Eric? First time down, being parents of freshmen?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I just soared in off of I-90 about 30 seconds ago, and Adam threw a headset on me and said, hey, you're calling this game. So, yeah, just getting myself acquainted here so far. A lot of hustle and bustle around the rink. A lot of kids here, a lot of families. I don't even know how many teams are just at this rink in general. If it was 10, it would probably be about right. But, yeah, looking forward to a fun, long weekend of hockey. Each team guaranteed 3 games, so varsity is going to play 3 games, and JV is going to play 3 games as well. And we'll get you those games and that schedule in a second here once we get underway.
All right. And I know a handful of folks drove down last night. How many families do we think we had?
4.
Looking like 4 families came down the night before, so I was laughing. Us inexperienced freshman parents may have made the incorrect decision as we wake up to fog. But anyway, here we go. Looks like they did the national anthem during the first game of the day, which is not uncommon for tournaments. So we are about to drop puck, and on the ice for the Fusion is, navigating through some rosters. We got Lacey Knowles, whose center there is Layla Dexheimer, joined by
Ronning.
Ella Ronning. Back at defense, we have
Audrey Gullick and Kaylee Lansing.
All right.
At the moment.
So bear with us as we get names and numbers squared up. Long shot from the point there. Scooped up by the Fusion. Fusion cycle back around. Layla Dexheimer. In close to the net, and it looks like it is covered by the goalkeeper. All right, this is going to bring out a new set of forwards, and it looks like we have McKenna Schultz, Esme Harvey, and Mickey Bell up front, and same Gullick and Lansing supporting in D. Mickey Bell behind net. She loses control of it. Poked away. Mickey's going to come away with it. Looks to center. Nobody home.
Great shot. A rip pass there across ice by Mickey Bell.
Esme Harvey back behind net. She's looking. She's going to drop it off to
couple verses there. Nice.
I like it. A couple of drop passes. Mickey Bell's going to get a look. Puck squirts. Oh. Who was that?
That was Lansing. Or no,
McKenna Schultz, yeah. Came up with a loose puck that slid in front of the net. Good centering pass. Not quite connecting with Schultz, and Fusion to control back in their defensive zone. Well, I used control loosely there.
Mm-hmm. It looked like control for a second.
It did.
It resembled control.
I love it. And the Fusion are going to push it down, and that will go for an icing, and we'll probably get a fresh set of 5 skaters out here. So for
that chair.
D. Oh,
thank you.
Making some rearrangements up here. So D, we got Kaylee Barris. Oh, no, she's up front there. Forward 17, that would be Harper Withers, joined by Reese Nelson. So it's a Withers-Nelson-Barris line. And that is Emma Larson coming up. Nelson ahead, and she's going to get caught in the offsides. Oh, all right. Quick turnover, enough to bail Nelson out, and Fusion regroup back behind. Larson dumps it deep. Nelson and Withers in pursuit. Comes near side behind the offensive zone net. Can't tell who that is over far side, 29.
That is Golick, right?
Nope, Kylan Rutten.
Kylan Rutten.
Yeah. So Withers to push out. Held in the zone by, Larson pushes it forward, and Rutten kind of chips it towards the net. Wasn't a good look per se, but all right. Barris to control dump in. We're coming back down to the Fusion side. Shot wide from somewhere inside the blue line.
Looks like we got Hannah Latham in goal for us today.
Good point.
35, sophomore.
Puck coming near side. That is Barris ahead to Withers. Withers looking to push. She's going to take it down. We got a 2-on-1. She dumps. Good pass to the backhand side. Just one of those cases. We had two backhand situations there.
Yep, wrong side. They should have switched sides.
It was a good pass.
Mid-play, they should have switched sides.
Hey, you're right.
Sometimes you can't do that.
Little three-man, three-girl weave. All right, so on we got Dexheimer, Lansing, and that is Danny Pellinger. All right, Fusion lose control, and we're going to have a solid back check there by Dexheimer and forces them to dump deep. Fusion kicks it near side boards. Isn't quite controlled there by Lansing. Over to Pellinger. Pellinger pushes back. Fusion to assess the situation. They're going to bump it ahead, and this is going to create an odd girl rush if we fill. Dexheimer, she's going to push it ahead, feel it, and somehow or another, still got a clean look at goal there.
Follow shot there. I'd like to see that.
Yep.
Shot it and got her own rebound.
Following up. Good principle in most sports. Shoot and follow your shot. All right, so Lacey Knowles around behind over to Dexheimer. Dexheimer controls.
Does that work or no?
Yeah. We can navigate. We're still figuring out the media booth up here as to who's standing where and what wires we are or not tripping over. Okay, near disaster there as the puck came back, but controlled nicely there by Hattie Van Ranst. All right. Danny Pellinger gets a shot, top of the slot, and gloved by the keeper.
Yeah, big shout out to our CEO, owner, director, and broadcasting extraordinaire, Adam Lindis, for getting here a little early and navigating all of the new rink setup and everything like that.
Yeah, it's always nice when you can come into a facility and have the connections. All right, shot there. What was that? All right, puck's going to go length of the ice, controlled by Harvey. Harvey over to Barris. Barris pushes ahead, and need to learn the other team. I didn't even get that far into this mix. I think it's Lakeshore Lightning. All right, so we're going to go with the Lightning. All right. Coming near side here is Dexheimer. Or no, Golick. Sorry, I'm getting caught up with my my numbers. I'm used to varsity, and I'm the quiet guy, JV. So
you're doing great, Andrew.
Fusion Withers fights through it, and looks like Mickey Bell skating around wide, looking to center. She drops to Withers, cycles. Withers blows an edge, and puck sneaks free. We're able to Mickey Bell on a back check there. Recovers, and the Fusion press ahead. And that's going to get dumped in by McKenna Schultz. And we got fresh five, so that's Nelson, Larson, Van Ranst, and Dexheimer. And the fifth skater of that batch looks to be 29, Kylan Rutten. Yep. So we have a full squad today. We'll get to that at one of the play stoppage.
Yeah.
She'll pass ahead to Nelson. Can't quite control off the bank pass.
Kind of wondering how they're going to do that with a full squad, or if they were going to
sit some per game.
Sit some, but guess not. We'll hear about that more. Maybe you have some insight.
Yep. All right. Near side puck comes across. Nelson's not able to control. And the Lightning get, we'll call that a shot. It went wide, but it's not officially a shot. So
Nelson with some great body contact in the corner there, knocking the girl off the puck.
Larson making a rush, and she got a great shot off and hit the right post as you're looking at it. Did not go in. I thought it did, actually, but another shot.
From this angle, it kind of looked like it went in.
Didn't it?
Yeah, it's just a weird bounce off the post, though, I think.
And we got a touch in neutral zone, so no ice. Larson to control. She's pushes it ahead as she's taken down to Schultz. Schultz cross ice pass, and Esme Harvey is going to pursue. She maintains possession in the Fusion offensive zone. A little scrum far side there. Danny Pellinger and Esme Harvey. Push back to, all right, on D we have Lansing and Gulick maintaining point with the back check, and looks like Pellinger drops down and Lansing comes away with it. She presses ahead to Harvey. Harvey gets a stick on it, but unable to control. Lightning, Harvey with a handy little play, just good pursuit. Fights through, passes ahead to Lacey Knowles, gets a shot off, it goes wide. Really good hustle play there by Harvey, keeping the puck alive. And Lacey Knowles gets it through, and the Lightning clear, and this is going to be an ice. Yeah, quick item there. Oh, we got a replay.
This looks like, Larson taking it down into the offensive zone. Here's a shot she takes, coming up here. Gonna shoot it right towards the goalie's glove, right off the post. Bang, right up, yeah. That's the best sound in the world to a goalie, and the worst sound to it.
Larson with another one off the face. Face-off came back to her, and she got a quick shot. Sometimes a set-up play, depending on who your shooters are. And you got Kaylee Barris fighting for possession, and we got a 2-on-1. Girl, pretty good stick work there, number 40, whoever that was. Able to get it close to the goalie, but Hannah Latham able to poke check that away into a safe area. Oh, we need to get some D here, girls. Another clean look from the circle.
Little walk-in by defense there.
Yep. And Barris pushes it around behind net. And that's Ella Ronning in pursuit. And Emma Larson pushes it high off the board. She comes away with the puck. Ahead to Withers, trying to clear. Withers is going to get possession, tries to cut back, and gets the puck taken. Barris possesses across ice to Van Ranst. Van Ranst gets it intercepted neutral zone, and Barris is going to control while the Lightning get new 5. And we're going to assess and get moving.
Oh, a little collision there.
Yeah.
Neutral zone collision.
All right. Pucks into the Fusion zone and cross ice to clear. And that is McKenna Schultz pressing down with who that was, but Dexheimer presses in. She's joined by Bell and Schultz out there. Dexheimer loses possession as she loses balance. And near side board. Little scrappy play here, no real possession, and somehow or another the Fusion are aware of where it's at. Dexheimer behind the net, looking for some support. Mickey Bell presses down. Now that's Hattie Van Ranst. He's going to step down, and fans on a puck. And now we've got Van Ranst to come away with it. She's going to push it back to McKenna Schultz. McKenna Schultz walking in. She gets a quick shot and another one. And Mickey Bell there on the spot. So McKenna Schultz fires from top circle. Rebound. And Mickey Bell there in pursuit. We're going to show a replay of that.
Yeah, there's that shot by McKenna, number 20, and then it just rebound fell right in front of the goalie there, and you saw McKinley Bell was able to backhand it right into the back of the net.
Cool part there, Mickey came all the way from the right wing side and just kept pursuing and skated right through the crease and saw a loose puck pop out. All right, that brings the score 1-0 with 4:08 to play. You got Harvey, Nelson, and Rutten on the ice. So, good little pass. Oh, great centering pass from Barris to Nelson. Nelson unable to convert. Fanned on the centering pass, but looked to be ready. Good execution there as the Lightning possess. Nelson to fight through, unable to get possession of the puck. Harvey fights through the neutral zone, and Lightning are going to come away with it. And what do we got? And I don't know that technically it's a shot, but puck kind of scored it free at the goalie.
Yeah, I would say that the other team probably only has 1 or 2 shots on goal at this point. A couple shots towards the net, but Fusion doing a pretty good job at keeping the defensive zone pretty tight.
All right, so it's Harper Withers taking the face-off. Emma Larson to collect behind net. She's joined at D by Hattie Van Rance. Puck gets up to the neutral zone. You got Harper Withers entering. She's going to cross over, go backhand side, and shot doesn't quite get to net. It's intercepted by a Lightning player. Puck goes far side boards. Lightning to assess. Withers to intercept at the blue line and push it deep. And got Lansing in pursuit as the Lightning enter the zone. They're going to kick it out wide. Van Rance to apply some pressure. Danny Pellinger pushes ahead to Lansing. Lansing loses possession neutral zone while Withers fights for it. And Lightning are going to dump deep as they peel with 3 fresh forwards coming up. And this looks like Emma Larson. She pushes ahead to Dexheimer. It was. Dexheimer behind net, tries to center to Knowles, and great read by Rutten there. Absolutely fantastic. Sitting on D and recognizes there's nobody there or Ella Ronning.
Yeah, Ronning came just flying in, just from the point, just crashing into the net. And, yeah, you like to see that.
Good anticipation there.
Yeah, offensive, that forward-minded defensive play.
All right. Draw one by Dexheimer and a slap shot by number 19, Callie Lansing. That was puck drop, kick it back to D, and she fires a one-time slapper from, I'd say, just inside the blue line, and it hits top shelf.
It went back, 6 out to Lansing. Lansing, beauty, freaking clap bomb from the blue line.
I love it. Love seeing that. So that was, I'm guessing, Dexheimer, Knowles to Lansing. Another face-off one. Kick back to Lansing. Lansing cross ice to, I can't see, that is Gulick. Gulick dumps deep. Dexheimer in pursuit. Kicks out and got Lansing fights through. Knowles gets it ahead to Dexheimer. Can't quite get a shot off. Dexheimer circles, looking for options. She's going to fire, and she buries one from top of circle. All right, they may have found something on that top half of the net there. What do we think?
Yeah, Dexheimer just kind of came looping around the circle there to the goalie's blocker side.
No, I think we need the other. All good.
Replay for you.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, she comes kind of circling around top of the circle here, just like you draw it up. On her forehand, shot high to the blocker side, and the goalie had no chance. Look, she was kind of screened there.
Very nice. All right, so on the ice, we got Mickey Bell, Esme Harvey, and McKenna Schultz pursuing. Fusion getting some momentum. They try to center. D are going to switch sides here. Emma Larson possesses, goes down the corner. She's going to keep it down there. Sees Harvey back behind net. Harvey sets up, looking for centering look. She's going to go wide.
Ooh, drop pass.
Drop pass for Barris. Barris with a nice centering pass, just right through the crease, nobody home. Emma Larson, she's going to come front and center, can't quite lift it in a slot, and right into the goalie's either chest or glove. Wasn't quite sure there, but again, 49 to play. Fusion are up 3-0 here in the first. As May Harvey to take the drop with Mickey Bell and McKenna Schultz. Defense, you have Kaylee Barris and Emma Larson back there. Decent movement thus far by the Fusion. We'll get another look there. Just Mickey Bell cycling, coming off that left wing circle. And as they hit the slot, there seems to be a window right there. Puck back behind. Again, Fusion doing a nice job with the forecheck. Bell behind net, looking at her options. She's going to circle up, drop pass to Emma Larson. Emma doing the same. She's assessing, drop pass to Barris. Barris centers. Oh, great look. McKenna Schultz right out front of net, unable to pull the trigger before she gets some stick collision there. And that brings us to the end of the first, and I have a feeling we will be zamming.
All right, zam break time.
So what did we see there, Eric? Looks like we need to update the score as well.
Yeah, I do.
All good.
First time running the score in the clock here for me. Is it
3-0?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, pretty aggressive forecheck by the Fusion. You know, that's what we've been seeing so far this season. They're just creating opportunities in the offensive zone, a lot of cycling, a lot of reversing, a lot of drop passes, keeping the defense kind of off guard.
I would agree.
Just getting the puck to the net. It looks like I think every goal was high to either the block or the glove side.
Yeah, I think you're right there. And who all had goals? That's always, we always forget to write them down.
Bell had one, and
Bell, Lansing had one.
Slap shot, and then Dexheimer had one.
Dexheimer did get one, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. And that cycling, to your point, you're seeing more and more opportunities coming through the slot. And the girls just working that cycle. The next layer of that is when that puck comes through for a centering pass in the backside, that you kind of see the progression.
Yeah, when you're cycling the puck like that, what you're trying to do is get one of your defenders to get out of the house. And once that happens, then you have that open lane. You're trying to create shot lanes, and they're really doing really good at it. And another thing I can see they're really doing good is just staying after the puck. Like, it's not like a pass and I'm done type of offense. It's more of a just like, you see Harvey doing it, see Emma doing it. You see all of them really doing it, just really staying after the puck even after the play.
One of those keep your feet moving sort of thing.
Yeah.
And don't stand around.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that I was trying to coach these girls for 7 years, and maybe I didn't do a very good job because they come in one change of a coach, all of a sudden they're doing it.
I think what happens there is us dads are, at least in my experience, I'm about 2 years ahead of where her physical capability is.
Right.
And then it just happens one day. And it feels like it's a coach, or we were pushing them too hard for where their skills were. But it is cool to see, because then that next level you see a little bit more even with getting after what I call more mature hockey setup plays. I mean, that face-off score that Lansing had there, that was a good face-off win. Knowles kick it back to a clear shot. She rips and scores.
Yep. Fast reaction.
Yep, and you see that at the varsity level where they set up plays for Jane Volgren. She's ready to rip on the drop. Like, that kicks back to her, and I'm sure we'll see that once or twice today. See camera work there a little bit ago, trying to zoom in on the varsity. So one nice thing about this tournament is JV and varsity are supporting each other. They're separate from the parents even. So as parents of freshmen, this is a new experience as well, to where they stay as a team, they play as a team, they pretty much do the whole weekend as a team. And there's very little to no interaction with parents, short of at the ice.
Which is great. It's wonderful, actually. You just show up, you watch your kid play, and then you get back to your hotel and hang out with your friends, right, Adam? That's what we've always dreamt of.
And it is kind of that. Like, I had the realization yesterday. I thought about it a little bit coming down here. It's like, this is a mini staycation. We get to go to Madison. I'm a huge fan of the city.
Yeah.
We really have no responsibility that you normally do up to this point in hockey, which cuts both ways, too. A bunch of hockey parents waiting for no responsibility is a thing in and of itself.
Yeah, the girls, they rode a coach bus over here this morning. They left, I know they left River Falls rink at 6 a.m. this morning, and they headed over to the Baldwin rink, picked up the Baldwin girls, and then they headed up, probably got here about an hour plus before the game. And so, yeah, the bus kind of takes them back and forth to the hotel and, to the rink all weekend long. And I know they're really looking forward to that kind of team time, and parents are kicking in with snacks and meals and all this stuff. So it's really well organized, really a kind of fun experience all around.
I would agree. And this is a stand-up thing. Has this been going? How long has this been going, Adam? I mean, you've got. Okay. Gotcha. So, since you couldn't hear Adam, this is his 6th year, and it was going well before he was doing the whole girls hockey thing. So, with all of that, I had mentioned there right before the puck drop that the boys are also down here. So this is a fairly sizable thing with the Culver's Cup. Madison hosts this, and I haven't thumbed through the full program yet, but to see how many actual teams, but there's boys and girls here. So probably could have done a little bit more homework for those viewing at home.
Hey, how you doing? JV is set up with 2 pools.
Okay.
So then the pools will play each other. There will not be there will be a champion out of each pool. The varsity has 3 pools of 4 teams each. And then there'll be a champion out of each one of those 3 pools.
And there's not enough time to play champions against, so they're just calling it a pool.
It's a lot of hockey shoved into a very short time frame, because they do have like you said, the boys varsity down here, but I think they're at a different rink.
They are. Yep.
But yeah, a lot of hockey going on there, and lots of Zamboni and.
Yep,
So,
for sure.
Time is short. We'd like to see it. We'd like to see it because this is kind of a new. They changed this somewhere in the thing where there was no championship. So they used to play. I think you used to play 2 games instead of 3 pool play games, and then they would break you up into first, second for your last game.
Oh, okay.
But
like ones would play ones, twos.
Yeah. So now they just do it as pool play, and you play all 3 teams. And I don't know how the point system works, but I can only imagine it's 2 for a win, 1 for a tie.
Oh, it's right there. All right. So just to recap for JV, the St. Croix Fusion are in Pool 2 with the Cap City Cougars, Lakeshore Lightning, that's who we're playing right now, and then Wisconsin Valley Union. Not sure where they're from, but as is very common in girls hockey, you get a lot more of the co-op. So with that, within our pool, so then you get 3 points for a win in regulation, 2 points for a win in overtime or a shootout, 1 point for a loss in overtime. So the idea there, like pro hockey, you get a point for at least tying. And so you can lose and still get a point in that case. And then 0 points if you lose in regulation. So there is merit to going into overtime in a tie situation. For what it's worth, the other pool, if anybody cares at home, you've got the Metro Lynx, Brookfield Glacier, Superior Spartans, and Central Wisconsin Storm. And so Superior probably, just looking at this, I'm guessing is the farthest away from where we're at down here in Madison. And then on the varsity side, we have, it looks like it's a different pool, and we'll probably recite that during the varsity broadcast, but there are 3 pools in the varsity side. And you have the Metro Lynx, the FDL Warbirds, which I believe is Fond du Lac, St. Croix Fusion, and then the Lakeshore Lightning. So Lakeshore seems to be the only carryover for varsity, and looking at the varsity timelines, eyes are not working here. Interesting. Oh, there it is. Okay. I guess we do. We're in the same facility, different ice, so we'll have to reset. So the varsity plays the Fond du Lac Warbirds here at 4:15 game time, and that will be a different YouTube link once we get there. We are going to take a quick break as the exam is almost finished. We're working on some technical difficulties, so until then, we'll be back on as the girls emerge from their locker rooms.
All right, waiting for the girls to hop back on the ice here. Just got a shot count update. What is it? 11 Fusion, 2 for Lakeshore Lightning.
Yep, and that confirms what we were watching. It definitely felt a lot more one-sided towards the Fusion. Sure. And a quick little nugget there on talking about what lineup, who's where. So the Fusion have one of those good problems to have where there are a lot of girls to figure out skate time and all of that. So when you have numbers like that, they have added 4 JV games to the schedule, and then girls have to sit because the state limits how many games you can participate in. Normally, that's a factor when you're dual rostered with varsity JV, but in this case, by adding games, more girls, but they have to choose when they sit out. Pretty standard. They figured that out throughout the whole season, but when we came down to Madison, one of the big factors was everybody's playing at Madison. So we've got, it feels like every night it's a different lineup. They're not getting set up in three or four set lines. But grand scheme of things, they're skating with a full bench.
They're
here.
skating with a full bench. I didn't count them. How many skaters they've got here? Did you count them? I'll
didn't.
try here in a second.
There we go. So
once they get out here. Looks like about 16.
16 with 2 goalies.
Yeah, so it's full. I don't think anybody's missing off JV today.
Nope.
It is a little tough to manage a 16 skater roster, but these coaches are very experienced and they're doing it really well. I mean, it doesn't feel like anybody's losing ice time or anything like that, you know.
Correct. Girls seem to be, which 3-goal lead, they seem to come out of the locker room with a little pep in their step.
Yeah, a little pep, you know.
A little easier.
Yeah, my daughter was there, singing. It seemed like Let It Go from Frozen. I don't know, but that's something was going on there.
That's solid if you're able to pick that up from all the way up here. All right, so coming out on the ice.
The soundtrack of my life, Andy.
Soundtrack. It's funny, I was just looking at some Frozen blankets laying around the house that we had from yesteryear. All right, on the ice, we have the Harvey, Schultz. Let's see, who else we got out there? Emma Larson and Kaylee Barris back at D. Larson to possess. She's going to kick it off the near side boards up ahead to Schultz. Schultz shoots one wide. Bell to collect. She's going up. Can't quite possess and get it deep in the zone. Now Bell has it deep in the zone. Nobody coming down the slot, so she's going to cycle it back to Schultz. Schultz kicks to Harvey as they work this near side left wing corner. Harvey, top of the circles. She fires, loose puck, and tried to scoop up by McKenna Schultz. Back to Bell. Bell tries to go top shelf, a little bit wide. And the Lightning come away with it up the near side and intercepted or stopped there by Larson. And Schultz dumps. And that's going to be Larson's assessing the situation as we bring 5 new skaters, but they get the 5 without risk. Well, Lakeshore still comes away with the puck and is able to get 2 shots off. All right, girls.
There.
Yep, decent, just good pursuit. Kicks out, cross ice pass, and another shot. Goalie was very well screened. I don't know that Handa saw that puck get far up, and we're going to have an offsides call on the Lightning with a girl just quick coming back in. All right, so on the ice we have Withers, Nelson, and I got to get my page back open.
Rutten? Or is she 19?
Nope, that would be Rutten, 29, I think, here. All right, so puck in, Withers to pursue and lose possession. Tipped and collected back there by Lansing, and Van Ranst are working D. Puck ahead to, misplayed by Nelson. Kicked out wide to the boards by Van Ranst, and Lansing pushes it up near side. Where are we at? Lakeshore not doing much along the boards here. It's where you want it. A little wide shot pass. Thinking that was a shot, just missed wide. And Van Ranst. Nelson to possess. Tries to kick it out. Good reach by Van Rutten. And another shot gets on net. Easy to handle there for
right on the
Latham. Good pass ahead to Withers. Withers trying to possess with a long reach. Not much leverage left on the stick there. And the Fusion dump with, who is that coming up near side? Comes out.
That's Liliana.
Liliana.
Lansing, 28.
Yep. And neutral zone play there by Barris. Barris ahead to Dexheimer. Dexheimer loses it, and they Lightning press up to neutral zone. You got 1-on-3. And
shot block there.
Shot block by, apologies on my numbers. All right, good pursuit there by Danny Pellinger. Pellinger centers, nobody home. Dexheimer tried to get a stick on it, and Pellinger fighting through. Lansing to pick it up behind the Fusion net, or Lightning net, technically speaking. And Lightning trying to get it cleared. They can't quite get it cleared. Danny with enough pursuit, and they finally get it out to neutral zone. Dexheimer to clear, playing at a slightly different speed, it appears, than the rest. She's going to go in, and you got Knowles sitting out front of the net if they can get it to her. Ooh, looked like a good no-look pass opportunity. Knowles back to Dexheimer. Dexheimer looking, nothing happening. Danny's out front. She redirects and just
rebound there.
That was a great little redirection there by Danny Pellinger. And the Lakeshore Lightning send it length of the ice to ice it.
Coming back the other way.
All right. This will bring a face-off with Ella Ronning, Esme Harvey, and Lacey Knowles. Back at defense, you got Hattie Van Ranst, and I can't see the far number, but we'll get you. Oh, that is number 19, Kelly Lansing. And puck comes around near side. Van Ranst to dump it deep. Back to Ronning. Ronning to play it up to Van Ranst. She gets a shot just wide, and that Lansing pursuit tries to center. Poke checked away by the Lightning. They get it out of the zone, and just trying to play retreat here. Ronning pursuing. Knowles to collect. Back behind net. Centers, but nobody doing. It's actually a great centering pass. Just timing.
Got to get somebody there.
You do. You got to take that peek to see who's coming downhill and find them.
It's kind of the default when you're in the corner and you're trying to get the puck towards the net, and you just kind of sometimes you just zip it towards the front of the net, hoping somebody's there. But or maybe she saw a player approaching and the player stopped or something like that. But
it is beautiful when they connect it, though.
Oh yeah,
girls where she needs to be. Harper Withers able to collect a puck and get a kind of a rainbow shot there just inside the blue line. Goalie's able to block and cover. All right, on the ice for the Fusion, you've got Withers, Bell, and Schultz, and Emma Larson, Barris on D. Lightning come away with the puck. Coming up near side, she's looking to get the breakout, and good little, don't know that it's a back check there, but Bell able to pick the pocket. Larson tries to rip from the point, gets deflected. She's able to scoot it through. And Larson's got some good stick work for a D.
Yeah, she's got those silky mitts.
Yep, and you'll see that when we move to a power play. They put her up front, and really good awareness. You can tell she's been playing the game a long time. All right, so Lightning enter the Fusion defensive zone here, and Barris pushes it behind net over to Larson. She's smothered by a couple girls pursuing. Going to call that a shot. Latham had the post secure. Breakout pass ahead to Schultz. Schultz looking. She's going to dump, and we're going to peel skaters off. First on is Nelson on the forecheck to disrupt. And not quite able to hold the zone with the rest who joined her. Looked like Dexheimer and Rutten joins her. Back at D, you have Lansing and Gulick. Gulick loses possession, just crossing the, clearing it. And shot goes wide by number 54 of the Lightning. She tries to center. No luck. Net got in the way. And here we have Lansing pressing ahead to, who's that? Rutten. Rutten chips, and we're going to have an ice. All of that happened behind the red line. All right, same five on the ice for the Fusion, which is Dexheimer, Rutten, Nelson. And at D, you have Lansing, as well as, I give up. Oh, Gulick. All right, puck sneaks out here. It's creeping down towards the into the fusion zone. No icing, and Dexheimer and Nelson pursuing. Lightning come away with it here, and they're going to try to skate through the neutral zone. No luck. They are able to enter, and the Fusion quickly kick it back out. Puck's going to go deep. Gulick to collect, assess the situation. She reverses ice over to Lansing. Lansing assessing. Nobody's breaking out for her. She's looking for a pass, and that's really where an area that I see the difference. JV varsity. Varsity's flying. As soon as we get possession, they're moving. And here we're, okay, do we have it? Don't we?
Little hesitation still.
There is. Yep. That'd be the best way to say it. Just a little hesitation versus trusting your girl's got it and she'll find you.
Right.
All right. So, again, good forecheck. Ooh, Pellinger.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice little combo action. Pellinger with Liliana Lansing, and the puck just stopped. Pellinger pursued, and she was able to collect and flip it in.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get you replay here. Looks like there's Pellinger out in front. Kinda.
Yep, there's the puck just stopped.
Was that Lansing?
That was Liliana Lansing, like, stopped the centering pass.
Yeah, kind of stopped it, and Pellinger was right there.
Yep.
Another high, what was that, glove side goal?
I think so. Yep.
Fusion scoring high today.
All right. So that brings us 4-0 with 6:45 to play. Pellinger coming down. She throws the brakes on, fires wide left. Cross to Lansing. Lansing can't get it behind ice to Harvey. Yet Harvey recognizes, retreats, helps on D. Center's got that responsibility end to end, and Harvey collects. She's going, oh, nice centering. That's one where, as they play more, they know where to go. So Pellinger, little Pellinger Harvey show there out front with Knowles trying to post up near the crease. Oh, that's dangerous. Yep. And as expected, Harvey gets a clean look. Whoops.
I don't think that was a goal, Adam.
Wasn't it?
Oh,
No.
it hit the post. Hit the post. That was weird. It's like, was that in my ears or on the ice? But in fairness, Harvey gets a shot just inside the circle. She is deadly from there and hit the crossbar, and it kicked high into the net, bringing us to a face-off. So Withers to win. And, oh my gosh.
Nope.
Gulick with
Adam.
another great look. Hits the post, and I don't know how that didn't go in. But Fusion to control. Barris tries to center. Withers gets caught up with the D, and puck goes wide. Lightning to come away with it. Looks for a cross-ice pass. Intercepted by Gulick. Gulick's coming down, and she tries to get a shot off. Withers is in pursuit. Nothing doing. Barris plays down to keep the puck in the zone, and Withers caught up in the scrum over on that far side. And Lacey Knowles can't quite control it. Gulick's going to, she passes ahead to Ronning. Ronning tries to cut back, unable to. And the Lightning come away with it with some numbers, but let's see what kind of back check, and we're going to get an icing call on the Lightning. All right, so is it a fresh 5 for the Fusion? It looks like it. All right, this will be a face-off in the Fusion left wing circle. And we have Dexheimer, Schultz, Bell with Van Ranst and Lansing back at D. So now we're spacing, looking for help. Van Ranst tries to get it to the opposite side wing. No luck. Gets intercepted. And Lightning's able to at least get some energy moving coming downhill. They possess behind the Fusion net. Going to cycle back up. D2 control. They try to reverse ice. Probably should have dumped it deep there. Schultz comes away with it, but loses it neutral zone. Kicks it back to Lansing. Lansing's going to do a flip pass, and we're going to get an icing call. A little bit too much on that area pass, flip pass, whatever we're calling that. It's where they flip it up in the air. And unable to control before it crosses the line.
Good idea, though.
It was. I thought we had something moving, and the puck just sailed a little too deep. So this brings us to the Harvey, Nelson, can't see the other one line with Larson and Rutten out there. Harvey's going to sneak through with Nelson in pursuit. She's going, tries to double move, goes wide on the backhand side, can't quite control. All right, Harvey out to Larson. Larson's going to cycle down behind net, looking for options. She comes out wide, drop pass to Barris. Nelson in tight, scrappy with Harvey. That's kind of what you want to see. A lot of cycling, 2 girls on either side of the post ready to go.
Yeah, the defense is doing great at that kind of reverse play where that time Larson skated all the way around the back of the net to Bears, then Bears took it back in around the net. So, yeah, just creating shot lanes.
There's Nelson to, who was that? Barris, back and forth. Fusion control the puck. Nelson's going to peel. Harvey to possess. She's assessing, so we get some fresh legs out there. And Harvey loses it. No, 2-on-1. Harvey's going to come away with it behind the net. While I think that's Rutten, 29. And we've got a long pass for an icing call. So that will bring us to another faceoff. With 3:27 to play here in the second, the Fusion are leading 4-0 over the Lakeside Lightning. It has been a very one-sided game thus far, which makes it nice when you're announcing. It's hard to navigate when you're on the losing side of this. We got Harper Withers taking the face-off with Danny Pellinger. And we possess, but it leaves the zone, unable to control it right there. So Golick press ahead to Pellinger. Lacey Knowles centering to Danny Pellinger. Going to take a rip, and Harper Withers was there as well, drifting towards the right side wing. And another face-off drop. So on D, you have Audrey Golick with, let's see, Kaylee Lansing. Sorry if that's Callie. All right. Golick presses there, sends one in from the point. Little Plinko puck there, but puck misses wide. Lightning take head of steam down and played nicely there by Lansing. And shot there from just inside the blue line. Latham tracks it the whole way and gloves accordingly. And, let's get it out of there, ladies. All right. Puck comes through the slot. Withers to control. She tries to press it ahead and able to disrupt in the neutral zone. And Golick comes away with it. Goes behind Lightning net. Possessed, is that Bell? That looks like Bell, yep. So we got Bell, Withers, Pellinger on the ice for the forwards with Golick, and that is
Offside.
Lansing that side. So the Lightning come away with it. We got a good back check out. So there we go. And, we got numbers here. We got Pellinger looking to do something. She's going to cross sides and gets a shot that goes high and wide, but Pellinger to possess. Back near side, Pellinger centers, and
center.
Dexheimer stick just caught up, and that was Emma Larson coming down, ripping from top of the slot. Blocker save, goes wide, and now we got 4 girls on the same side of ice. That's never a good look, but hey, it is what it is, and we're going to have an icing call. Seems to be the is when you know you're in a good spot in the game where their best defense is an icing.
Yep.
All right.
Sometimes you just got to ice it, like you saw there.
And coming back, we have Dexheimer taking the drop, joined by Bell and Ronning. And on D, you have Van Ranst. Back to Van Ranst at the point. She's going to push it down to, I think that's Ronning. Van Ranst plays down, keeps the puck in the zone, and she's going to retreat back up. Dexheimer recognizes the short 1D. And Van Ranst stays down low on the ice, gets her nose in there, and they send it up this near side. And if she lets it go, that will be an ice. So again, just trying to get it out of danger. They send it up the ice and for another icing. Dexheimer is going to stay on to take the drop. She will be joined by, looks like, Schultz and Bell. And back at D, you have Kaylee Barris with Audrey Golick.
I don't see Addie Larimore here. So you
That's a
wonder
good point. Oh, now that you say that, not to air too much dirty laundry, but that is a good point. We are not seeing Addison Larimore from the full squad standpoint, and I know there's a lot of sickness going around and trying to read the situation. I know it hit our neighborhood as well, so we've really been trying to preserve and isolate as best we can. So hopefully it's just that, and she can recover and get back on the ice. Far side scrum there. Who's coming away with that? Looks like we got Schultz in pursuit. Long shot by Barris. She rips from the point. Collected by, looks like we're going to have a slash here on somebody. Is that Mickey Bell fighting hard? And who'd they get us on? Or Hook. That is definitely my weakness, is seeing the penalty when it's not an obvious trip. So who did they get?
I think it might be on the Lightning.
It is on the Lightning. So we're going to see what's known as Power Play 1 here. The first power play for the Fusion. And in true fashion, they bring Emma Larson up front. So she's going to join Esme Harvey and Kaylee Barris. So this is quite a different look. You're bringing 2D up front, but as you mentioned, the soft hands. And then playing D on the power play is Harvey to possess. And now we get set up. Oh, there you go. There you go. So Larson behind net. Centers to Harvey. Harvey passes across to, was that Barris? I think it was.
Yeah, that was Barris, kind of just waiting at the top of the circle on the goalie's glove or blocker side. So
yep, so there it goes behind. Emma Larson to possess.
With good kind of vision here to see open net right there. She stays kind of parked and finds the part of the ice where there's no coverage and buries it.
So with 3.7 seconds to play here in the second.
Should I say buries it?
Good little play on words.
No.
So that brings the score to 5-0.
Yeah, a little behind on the clock here. Sorry, guys, but yeah.
Yeah,
we got a second left here.
They collectively decided just let those last second and a half burn off there.
Sure.
Really good stick work there on that power play. 10 seconds in, possess the puck, get it behind the net. Emma Larson sets up, center. I don't know if Harvey was shooting and it just squirted out or she dropped it over to Barris, but she was setting up, and as you said, Barris buried the shot.
Coaching staff for the Fusion, you can see right there, you've got head coach of JV, or should I say JV head coach, I think that's what you would call, is TJ Klund. See Matt Cranston kind of poking his head around the corner there. Accompanied by John Zevenberg, and I think Jordan O'Connor is on the bench as well. Jordan O'Connor, a national champion winning player for the UW River Falls Falcons. There she is. Great
segue. That UW River Falls Falcons program has really come to life, and you're witnessing this firsthand. But from a hockey standpoint, we went back-to-back years. These girls got to grow up and witness that in their backyard and come full circle football now.
Yeah.
They're getting ready to go play for yet another national title. You've been close to that. You've had to endure some really, really cold games up in Wisconsin. How's that been?
Oh, man, it's been awesome. So the Falcons are headed to Canton, Ohio on the 4th, which is next Sunday, going to the NFL Hall of Fame or the Football Hall of Fame Stadium and taking on North Central Illinois out of Naperville, Illinois. North Central is just a kind of known as a D3 powerhouse for a long time now, and he's been to the national championship a few times. And anyway, yeah, the plan is for me to be there as the get-back coach on the sidelines with these guys. I haven't missed I missed a couple of away games this year, but I haven't missed a home game or any playoff game. So, yeah, excited for that opportunity. And I know the players are just, I was telling when people ask me about the football team, they're so locked in and just so hungry and ready for it. So
It's super exciting.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
awesome.
for the town, there's certainly a buzz all 3 of these years. All right, this brings us to the third period. 15 to play. Starts Fusion up 5-0. Withers wins the draw, kicks it back to Van Rance. Van Rance across ice to Barris, and looks like Reese Nelson gets leveled here near side. She takes a shot, and it's going to draw a penalty. So got to skate for 9 seconds before getting leveled. And that brings on the second power play line, so slightly different. This will be Ronning, Bell, and Schultz, with Bell taking the drop. And you've got back at D, Gulick and Lansing. So Bell to possess, back behind net. She's going to circle out front. Shoots. Oh, great shot pass. Could be either. Ronning was set up perfectly. Their weak side crease. Just couldn't connect, but the pass was right there. Gulick to collect. Kicks it ahead to Bell. Bell's going to gain the zone. Maybe? No.
Kind of.
Okay, kind of. Puck kicked out to the point. Gulick bumps it ahead to Bell. Nice little touch pass there. And Bell tries to get out front of the crease. Nothing doing. Can't get a shot off. And a little scrappy. We're going to play it down. And puck behind net to Schultz. Schultz looks. Kicks over to Bell. Mickey Bell back to Schultz. And we're sitting 3 behind the goal line. That's a little odd formation. Nobody in shooter's spot there. But with a 5-0 lead, we might be trying to space it out. Puck back to blue line. Blue line. Lansing dumps far side corner. Bell assessing. We're coming back, and Ronning's getting pushed around out front there.
Bounced around. We got 47 seconds left on the power play here.
Excellent. And the Lightning to clear. Fans weren't tickled by some handling of their player here on the near side, and it looks like they are going to get them. So right as that puck cleared or got pushed up, maybe? Yep. They are going to get Ella Ronning on, I don't know, boarding or roughing. Okay. I will make a vow to get better on my penalty signals and calls here throughout this season. All right, so this brings us to 4-on-4 with 39 to play on the Fusion or the Lightning penalty, and the Lightning or the Fusion are just starting their penalty. So
A little 4-on-4 hockey here.
4-on-4 with Larson, Pellinger, Barris, and Dexheimer. And good work there holding the point by Pellinger. And she does a good job trying to push it deep. But again, we're just hoping to create an opportunity but possess the puck down at their end as long as possible. Pellinger assesses the situation. She's going to kick it back to Barris. Barris pushes deep back behind the net.
Lightning back in full strength here.
And Lightning at full strength. And they're coming down with 2-on-2. Tries the centering pass and can't quite control the pass. And it was enough for the Fusion to disrupt. So now we set up on a minute to go for the first penalty kill, and Barris to send the puck length of the ice to clear. And Dexheimer's out, and that brings Harvey on. So again, we got Pellinger applying some pursuit and disrupts it enough. Back to Barris. Barris dumps deep. All right, Harvey to, again, I think that first one in, just disrupt. Just be annoying. Burn some seconds. 27 to play here, and majority of this has been on their end of the ice. So that's always a good way to kill a penalty. Mickey Bell pursuing near side here, and puck top circle, and Harvey to come away with it, and she's going to dump. And they're just going to read. Nobody called for a change there, so Bell and Harvey continue the forecheck.
Fusion are back full strength.
All right. Oh,
Good
Bell.
PK there by the Fusion.
That was a really good PK. I think there was really only one possession that was held down here, and that we were still 4-on-4 with the face-off. All right, so coming wide, shot deflected. Harvey shot deflected. She's joined by Schultz and Nelson. Nelson coming down the slot, looking to pass, and puck comes up the boards. And Schultz pushes it back behind the net, and nobody home to get it there. Withers coming near side, and the Lightning to possess. She's going to work behind Barris, tries to center, and Withers gets enough on it. Can't quite clear, but disrupts any kind of concerning attempt near the net. Puck to clear the zone. Lightning to regroup. Looking far side. D has very few options emerge, and Nelson to pursue. And they're going to get some fresh legs here. Oh. All right, neutral zone, cross ice, pursued by Rutten. 10 to play here in the third. Fusion up 5-0. And far side, that's Golick playing down, and get a couple fresh skaters. So Barris and Pellinger playing center field as they skate through. No real threat. Far side, so Golick to pin. Lightning come away with it. And that looks like Danny Pellinger coming in. We are going to call one. Call a trip along the boards right behind the Fusion net. So this will bring up a second penalty kill.
Looks like the ref was a little hesitant, kind of waited, thought about it for a second, and then decided to call the trip.
I thought so too. It's like, came away with it. Well, let's make the call. So here we are. Second penalty kill for the Fusion, and who do we have out there? Esme Harvey, Lacey Knowles, Emma Larson joined fourth.
Hattie Van Ranst.
Hattie Van Ranst, okay. Couldn't see the ponytail.
Yep.
All right, so going to set up a box with Lacey Knowles pursuing point, and bad errant pass right to Esme Harvey, and they didn't get the scouting report there. That is like handing it over to Jane Volgren on the varsity side. So Harvey to just, again, tick-tock, burning clock, back behind the Lightning net. She's going to come away with it, looking for that first pass, presses ahead. Knowles to hold the zone, and back behind the goal line. Minute 18 to play. On the power play, 8:35 in the third period. Harvey to intercept, centering pass. She flips one towards the net, and it's bodied and possessed by the Lightning goalkeeper. So far, so good on this. The second penalty kill.
Yeah, so far so good. Looks like maybe they changed goalies out halfway through the game. I don't know. Is that the same goalie?
Nope, they did actually after midway through the second. They did swap.
Yeah, Latham's still in goal for the Fusion.
Good shot there by, so puck won by Withers, back to Barris. Barris clears and fires on net. Hits the Lightning pretty much on the lettering.
Minute
Easy
04
stuff.
left on the power play here. Penalty kill.
Almost instant replay. Shot was a little lower off the pad save there for the goalie. Lightning to pursue and going to the far side corner. We have Rutten, or no, who is that? Schultz. Oh, no. Good block there by Harper. Withers comes up, and the Fusion can't quite get possession of it. Lightning to regroup. Angle pass. Nobody home, and
25
Fusion,
seconds left. Power
25 on the play, and Lightning lose possession again. They try to go cross ice. Nothing doing. Withers pursues, possesses, and pushes it deep. To burn, 10 to play here. And now we have Rutten, Barris, Dexheimer and Lansing on the ice. And Fusion are full strength. I did notice the penalty box is opposite side of the ice from the boards.
Yep, a little different than Wildcat Center or the Bolden Rink.
Yep. Nelson to possess, pushes it around to Barris. Can't quite clear, and not going to let that shot get counted. Lansing scoops it up right before it gets to Latham. Nelson on a forecheck. 2. All right, Lightning are going to clear the zone and press ahead. And
fancy stick work there, a little poke check by Larson.
Van Rance pushes it behind net. Larson coming up far side boards and get moving. Again, need to release sooner. And Larson going end to end with a quick wrister. Followed the shot and almost got a rebound.
Yep. They'll learn. They'll do it one time. They'll follow the shot and they'll score, and then they'll just say, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll do that every time.
I hate to say it, but same principle applied with rebounds in basketball, and it's hard to just remember. Like every shot feels like it goes in, right?
Yep.
No need to rebound. But, all right, so Larson possesses a long pass. Fans on a dump. Gets it back in, and looks like we're going to get a defensive swap. So Golick on with Lansing as the other Lansing fights near side here, is able to possess and press down into the Fusion offensive zone. Harvey to pursue. Lightning come away with it, and they're able to clear, but we have Kaylee Lansing on top. She presses ahead to Harvey, and again, Fusion doing a good job holding the zone, and we have pursuit in all different direction. Good job, Harvey, recognizing a couple of dekes there. Get some clear ice. We cycle and try to center, but nothing doing. So tried to get a quick look there with Liliana Lansing centering pass. So this will be a fresh set of 5. So coming out is Harper Withers, Ella Ronning, Lacey Knowles, joined by Kaylee Barris and Emma Larson. Puck kind of won by the Fusion, but possessed there by the Lightning as they come away with it. And great stick work there by Emma Larson, skating backward and timing the poke check, comes away with it. Barris assesses. She's going to go off the boards, head to Ronning, unable to possess, and some neutral zone scrappiness. Lightning push behind, and one of those dangerous bounces. You think it goes behind, it actually comes up near side on the net. 4:23 to play, 5-0 lead, Fusion hockey. So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Withers ready for the drop, and possessed by, Fusion come away with it. Barris near side. She's going to push ahead, finds Withers, setting middle ice. Withers ahead to Ronning. Ronning picking up speed. Tries to find the pass back to Withers, and just not enough spacing there. A little tricky to do tight passes out in the open ice. Ronning blows an edge there, and Lightning to come into the zone. And, we get a
nice glove save.
Good
there
shot.
Latham. Yeah,
really nice at the hashes, center slot, and Latham gloves it. 3:50 to go. And on the ice for the Fusion, you have Dexheimer, Schultz, Larson. Nope, that's Mickey Bell. And actually there is Emma Larson as she loses a stick, trying to clear. And behind ice, you've got Lansing. Pushes it over to Mickey Bell. Mickey Bell unable to get possession to start the breakout. So now we got a little scrum here near side corner. And puck comes works ahead, and looks like Lansing to find it. Ahead to Schultz. Schultz can't get a shot off from out high. And Larson's going to come in. She tries to go backhand and into the goalie's chest. So, again, just good pursuit, continued momentum, and Larson comes away with a look near front of the net. She's going to swap out with Golick, so that leaves Dexheimer, Bell, Schultz, Barris, and Dexheimer. Golick. And that could have been numbers for the Lightning, but Barris in good position there to defend. Schultz center ice. She's going to press it back to, not sure who that is, far side. Oh, that is Audrey Golick. Nikki Bell, forecheck. Dexheimer can't get any room there to do much with it. Golick's going to dump deep as we clear. And cross ice pass controlled by Barris. Barris dumps. Mickey Bell first in to pursue. It looked like it could have been called. I don't know. But
maybe letting a couple things slide here late in the game.
Yeah, keep things moving. We got a near side tie-up with Barris just assessing what's happening. 3 of the Lightning with 2 Fusion, Dexheimer and Bell. Barris gets it out. Deflection and, good look. 29, that's Kylan Rutten. Gets a near deflection plus the rebound landed right there. And so she got a couple quick ones off. All right, so with a minute 53 to play on the ice, coming out is going to be Esme Harvey, Emma Larson, Reese Nelson, and Kylan Rutten with Hattie Van Ranst. Drop down, control, Larson presses it back behind net. Nelson in pursuit, and the Lightning read the situation. Nelson can't quite come through the traffic. Lightning come away with it, clear, and press ahead. Great back check there by Esme Harvey, just a good hustle play. Harvey to enter the zone with Nelson supporting. Harvey behind the net. She's going to dump it for Larson. And Larson looking. Larson shot in. Shot came from Harvey off of off of Harvey to Larson. Nothing doing. Slap one-timer. Shoots wide. And Harvey in pursuit. Harvey comes away with it. Goes behind. Pushes it up off the boards. Larson long shot. Little Plinko puck. Nelson centers. Good pass there to Rutten. Rutten just misses wide on centering pass from Nelson. Puck goes deep behind. 38 to play. Nelson assesses. She's going to press high. Puck lost. We're going to have an odd girl rush here. And nothing doing. Played very nicely by
Lansing.
Yep.
2 Lansings dressing for JV today.
I like it. Nelson ahead. Good pass to Withers. She presses forward, and she's out of gas. Appeal, and 10 to play here. Puck moves across the ice, and Lightning can't do much with it, and that brings us to the end of the first game, and the Fusion JV team kickstart the Culver's Cup with a 5-0 win over Lakeside Lightning.
Yeah, great play there. I feel like the Fusion has stayed strong the entire game. Last second, still playing for a goal.
They were, and that's what you want to see. So we, again, do not have total shots. We know it was heavily dominated by the Fusion. Player of the game went to Kaylee Lansing. And she gets a gift prize from the scorer's bench.
Nice. We have a JV game tomorrow morning. against Wisconsin Valley Union at 10 a.m. But later on today, 3:45 p.m., we have the girls varsity play here against Fond du Lac, the Warbirds.
At what time's that for the varsity, for those wanting to tune in?
Yeah, 3:45 today.
3:45 today. We'll be on a different ice, but same building. So, again, Kaylee Lansing getting the player of the game for that. Not sure how it's measured, but, again, a great start for the Fusion on this weekend. And I think that brings us to a wrap. So that's 3 points for the Fusion if you're scoring at home, but we will call it now, and we'll see you on the varsity game.